We are all working for nationals.
Hi, I'm Jordan Sparks, and you're watching my series, Dance Coach Reacts, and in today's video, we are going to be reacting to the one and only Abby Lee Miller, and this is a clip of her dancing from probably like 1981 or 1982, and I honestly didn't think that I would ever find a clip of Abby dancing. I didn't think that there was one out there, but I was wrong. So thank you to the Domino Effect for sending me over this link, and since then we have resurfaced this clip to the internet, and Abby also posted the clip to Instagram. So for all of you guys that were asking if this is actually her, yes it is. Abby posted it on her Instagram. But all that being said, let's hop right into it.
You don't do this and we don't win, it's gonna be your fault. Are you going to film Addie's shoes? Lip syncing? Come on.
Abby's a little harsh on herself, don't you think?
Right at the judge, like, come on. I think Abby is more irritating than any of the moms because she claims to be a dance instructor.
Okay, so first off, everybody is ripping her to shreds about the lip syncing, and like, I get it, turnabout is fair game. Like, she ripped so many people apart and said that they were horrible because of their lip syncing. That being said, I do believe that this is like a song and dance kind of number, aka it's supposed to be lip sync. And a good example would be the trio that Brooke did on Dance Moms. I believe it was her, Chloe, and Paige, and they were in like red polka dots or something, and she has the mic and she's lip syncing the entire song. Or Mackenzie did a song like that where she was dancing and she was like lip syncing the words. That's what this is supposed to be. So in that situation, it's okay to lip sync the words if you're supposed to be lip syncing the words. Oh my god, the hands! No, why? She has like the sharpest wrist angles I have ever seen in my life. When her hands were down, they were like, eeh. A praying mantis, Abby. Why does she move exactly? You can see that her choreography and her movement and her facial expressions and stuff really haven't changed. Like in this still frame I have right here, she's doing this with her hand to the side and this, or this. Can't really see, it's blurry. It's probably this. With a super shocked face, and it's the exact same super shocked face that she would make Mackenzie and Kendall and everybody do in their dances. It reminds me of like when you're training a poodle to be a show dog. That's what all of the hand poses and stuff remind me of. Very 1940s Broadway. I think it's super interesting that she still kind of makes the exact same over-exaggerated facial expressions and still moves exactly the same like 40 years later.
I don't want to Space Connect because that could be taken as derogatory, but you stood there doing absolutely nothing for 2 counts.
Okay, her arms just bother me. They're like a praying mantis. Her arms, the way that she uses them, her hands, they just bother me. But I love how you can tell that she really worked on that one little section and the musicality, and then she like nails the section and then she's just like, frozen like a deer in the headlights, completely forgot.
I don't want to Space Connect because that could be taken as derogatory, but you stood there doing absolutely nothing for 2 counts. Straighten the back of the knee. That's supporting knee longer. It has to be up there longer.
Okay, so she really needs to stretch her ankles and point her feet, straighten her knees. But for me, the main thing is her posture. She's like hunching in with her shoulders and just kind of like leaning in with a claw arm. It's just not good. So you want to lean your body and shift your weight entirely past your hips and over your supporting leg, and not hunch your shoulders and lean your upper body.
Shoulder sounds like sunshine. If you don't do something about her posture.
Ugh, again with the hunching shoulders, Abby.
Posture.
That step reminds me of Snoopy from Charlie Brown. I love it.
She's in a back brace because she can't stand up. PK.
So for that, Abby's working leg was barely off the ground at all. Really needs to dig into that working leg when she PKs and really get some flexibility, Abby. Come on, get that foot over top of your head. And what I do want to point out though is back in the 80s, there was kind of a different style for jazz dance, and I'm not talking just the choreography. I'm talking that there was way less emphasis of incorporating your ballet technique into your jazz dancing. So jazz dancing was kind of its own separate dance form, and it wasn't until later days when ballet was being incorporated into this new style that was called lyrical that people started looking back and going, okay, maybe we should incorporate all of this ballet technique into our jazz as well. So if you look back at most pieces from the 80s, you're not going to see a lot of turnout, you're not going to see a lot of focus on ballet technique in musical theater numbers and in jazz numbers. But going into the later 80s and into the 90s, you definitely will, and now in the 2020s, absolutely, like, your technique has to be on fleek in everything that you're doing. So just wanted to put that out there.
Onto that foot.
Strain your knee. Okay, so these are supposed to be hinge kicks. And people in the comments were like, oh my god, her knee is so bent. So her knee is supposed to be bent here. It's supposed to be in a parallel attitude position, but I don't know what her foot is doing. Her foot either needs to be flexed, it needs to be pointed, or it needs to be pressing through the arch. She just kind of has, I have no idea what going on there. Both between the arms and the legs. This is just not a controlled movement, Abby, so make sure that you really define those attitudes and really stretch those feet or flex those feet or press through the ball of your foot, whatever one is supposed to be, but I'm just seeing flailing feet.
No! No!
That was nice.
Get your head out of your butt and wake up. No!
Okay.
Push, wake up. No! Push. You gotta get the momentum. Turning.
Your Chené turns are going through first position, Abby. I'm not sure what position your Chené turns are going through. And Abby kind of has what she likes to criticize Chloe for, where the one arm is way higher than the other. Chloe's wasn't way higher than the other, it was just slightly higher. Abby's got like a way higher arm here, and at least she is spotting and keeping her arms up pretty high. They're a little too high for my liking, but at least she's trying to deliver us some technique.
You gotta get the momentum. Turning.
And then she just entirely stops spotting. So when you're doing Chené turns, you need to have enough momentum to get through your entire section of turns. If you let the momentum die and you stop spotting as well, you're going to have what Abby just did here, where she's just like, staring off into space. Her neck is stiff, she's not spotting anything, and she has no momentum, so she's just waddling back and forth like a duck instead of gracefully rotating through first position with momentum and grace. Again, with the broken wrists and the crazy hands.
Straighten the back of the knee. Kid needs a gimmick. Kid's arms are horrendous. They're like gargantuan. She looks like a praying mantis.
They are not horrendous.
Yes, they are horrendous. You don't have to do this.
Okay, is it just me, or is this not like crazy projection? Like the praying mantis arms comment that Abby made towards Ava was like, come on, Abby. But to look back and see that the only clip of Abby dancing, she literally has the praying mantis arm motion flailing bird chicken thing as part of her choreography. I am confusion.
You don't have to do this.
Well, maybe Ava doesn't have to do that, but apparently Abby does.
I know that she's the daughter of a dance teacher. I'm kind of questioning your training now.
I'm pretty sure she gave JoJo that, whatever that is, that really weird step that she just did before, but I'm pretty sure in her head she's like, I just like ate that up, that was so good, such style, much pizzazz. And I'm just like, did you just wet yourself and now you're trying to air that out to make sure that your pants dry?
I'm kind of questioning your training now.
What's up with the like throwing your head up and spotting the ceiling, Abby? I'm a little bit confusion. The funniest thing is that she posted this dance clip to her Instagram after I posted it on YouTube the other day, and she's like, I would kill my kids or whatever if they marked a dance. And I'm like, Abby, come on, you are not marking this dance. You are living your best life. You are having so much fun out there, and you're delivering full facial expressions and everything, so you're not marking. You just are maybe a little embarrassed because you know the world was expecting some like really high caliber dancing for how awful she treated all of those children, and like saying, for example, Paige was never a dancer. Well, Paige's solos when she was like 6 were a much higher caliber than this, Abby, so.
Straighten the back of the knees. You better stand up straight, because I've had it.
Okay, yeah, so about the lip syncing, it's either you do it and you commit to the entire number and you are doing a song and dance number, so you're dancing and you are going to lip sync that entire number, or you are just doing what Abby's doing where she lip synced the beginning and now she's doing a dance number and she just completely forgets to use her face and then she'll start lip syncing and then she stops again, and I'm like, okay. Alright, but let's tell 6-year-olds that they ruined their entire number because they lip synced.
You better stand up straight, because I've had it.
Oh, again with the feel the hunchy shoulders. Abby, come on, your shoulders don't belong attached to your earlobes.
You were completely turned in on your foot, pigeon-toed. This kid is pigeon-toed, I'm telling you. And her mother never got her corrective shoes. And they didn't break those ankles and turn them out. Ah, finish that arm! Finish that arm!
Again with the arms. Stop, Abby, stop it. Stop it. Stop. Stop it, Abby. Stop it.
When Maddie dances, she's a breath of fresh air. You're like the stuff we spray in the bathroom.
Oh, it's over, thank God. Oh, not yet. She just like comes back on stage dead looking at the audience and then I'll be dead. Just lights back up again. What?
Straighten the back of the knee.
Oh dear. At least she's living her best life.
And handle the heat. Why were you on stage singing the lyrics? You ruined your entire number.
So overall, I think that she needs to straighten her knees, stretch her ankles, point her feet, discover what turnout is. Really stop punching her shoulders and giving me these weird like broken wrist and dead weird glove hand grimace from McDonald's. I don't know what to call it. Big bird kind of motions. It's a little too puppety. It's a little bit too phalange for me. It's a little bit much. It's too much for me. I can't handle it, so just stop.
You ruined your entire number because everyone was looking at what you were saying. I even motioned to you from my seat. Every goal and obstacle we conquer, you throw yourself back 2 steps. Mackenzie, did you watch From the Wings?
Yes.
What'd you learn?
Overall, I enjoyed that she was living her best life out there. She was having fun. I think that you can tell from that number that she does have a passion for dance, whether it was something that she excelled at or not. And that is really all you need to become a great choreographer. Passion for dance and to keep working at it. And so she definitely did that over the years and became a great choreographer and a great dance coach in terms of technical things. I think that she could stop abusing children along the way, but you know, that's just me and 20 million other people. But just saying. Overall, I don't think it was completely awful. She was at least serving us face and she was enjoying herself, and that is what is most important. She kind of reminded me of JoJo a little bit out there, especially with the aggressive side pony and all.
Abby?
You're never gonna catch up with Maddie. Ever.
I mean, was I expecting her to be amazing? No, I did read her book back in the day, and she said in this era it was kind of like all the parents wanted their children to be super rounded, so they would have them in all sorts of activities, and there wasn't really so much focus on excelling in one specific area. I think for Abby, it's that she didn't really have the drive to become an amazing technical dancer. Maybe early on, Abby was thinking, okay, maybe being a professional dancer is not for me. But that doesn't mean that she doesn't have the passion for dance and that she doesn't have the passion for technique and everything, because you can have the passion for dance technique and be paralyzed, for example, or you could be born crippled, or you could be born without any limbs and still be super passionate about dance technique. You don't need to actively be an amazing dancer in order to be passionate about it. So I think that Abby just decided that she knew herself, she knew that she was passionate about dancing and choreography and the theater and Broadway, and she decided that she would pursue that passion in a way that would fit her. And she just kind of knew early on that being a dancer wasn't really right for her. That's kind of what I got from this, but let me know what you guys think. And I honestly was never expecting to see a clip of her dancing at all, so I was super happy to find this clip. But let me know what you guys think. Did you enjoy Abby's dancing? Let me know down in the comments below. But I guess that is it for this video, so if you liked it, make sure to give this video a great big thumbs up, consider subscribing to my channel, and hit the bell notification if you would like to be reminded every single time that I post. And as always, make sure to be weird, be wild, and stay sparkly, and I will catch you guys in the next video.